Here's a hard one. What are the most important issues, those enduring truths that you've learned in your career?
Always tell the truth, number one. Always tell the truth, number two. I think that is the thing that I have pounded into people. I was lucky that it's sort of innate to me. And I've just pounded it into so many people that always tell the truth because, number one, you never forget what you said. And number two, you never have to, go backtracking, like the Hillary Clinton example, And that is the absolute number one principle.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about, I don't know when this was, if you still are you still president of the philanthropic arm of General Electric?
No. I retired from GE in January of 2004.
Okay. What was that like, that whole experience as being president of that?
Oh, I enjoyed it. It was wonderful. Jack was about to retire as CEO, and Jack Welch was about to retire as CEO of the company, and there was a vacancy in the presidency of the foundation, and I just thought that I'd worked for Jack for like 19 years at that point, and I just wanted to do something else, and I didn't want to continue the 24/7 thing for a new CEO, and so I just moved over to I asked Jack, and Jack thought it was a great idea, and it was fun. It was you do good things, and you see tangible results of doing good things. We did a lot of inner-city education, and we saw very tangible results.
Let's go back to counselors here. So the aim of the Arthur Page Center, which is located at Penn State University, and the Arthur Page Society is to help individuals become counselors to leadership. How do you prepare yourself for something like that, to be a good counselor?
Well, I think first of all, you better have a pretty good knowledge of the subject matter that's involved in this, whatever industry or whatever it is. I think that knowledge is so important, and you have to make decisions from a point where you know something. So I think clearly just become an absolute expert on whatever is at hand here. And I think you have to show that you're a team player. I think you have to obviously always tell the truth. And that's, like I said, always tell the truth in every situation. But I think you have to be candid. You have to be very candid. You have to know when to fight back. But you have to be armed with facts. Really, I think that knowledge and the ability to communicate clearly, first to the leadership that you're trying to counsel, and then subsequently communicate to whatever the larger audience is, whether it's the media or government or Wall Street or employees. And so I think that those communication skills, the ability to think and communicate clearly, is absolutely, absolutely essential. I'm appalled today that so many people really can't seem to write. I think that, I go around saying, everybody should take News Writing 101. It teaches you how to write clearly and concisely. Because I used to get all these job applications from people claiming their great communication skills and great research skills. Well, half the time they spelled my name wrong. Great research skills you have there, kid. And the letters would be so ungrammatical. It was just like, people can't write today. And I take pride in it, and I like it when others do too. Yeah.
If you were hiring, let's say you're back in the business world, you were hiring some, let's say some students coming out of Syracuse come to you and they want a position. What are those characteristics besides the writing skills? What other characteristics are you looking for from students?
High energy. Okay. Definitely communication skills, obviously, both written and spoken. High energy. something, a pattern of accomplishment, that they've done something, stuck to it. Maybe some, actual writing under deadlines, like working. I always like kids who are editors of college newspapers. Mm-hmm. I just think that shows, number one, a dedication to the craft, and number two, they're not getting edited particularly, so you read it and see that maybe they can write, and they can write under deadline, but high energy, I can't, and also likable. I always had as my theory that there's probably 100 people out there, or 100,000 people out there who can do this job. You're going to have lots of people who technically can do this job, but you're going to spend 10 hours a day with that person. So make sure it's somebody you want to spend 10 hours a day with. It's true, though.